You know, they said they were going to talk about opportunities and challenges. Well, I'm not going to soften it for you. It's risk and rewards, and it ain't easy. Vera Moore Cosmetics is 32 years young, and I had no desire to be an entrepreneur. I started singing in the church, and I did the Broadway stage for 12 years. I stood by for Melba Moore and Pearlie for 4 years, traveled with Kathleen Battle and Tremonisha for 2 years, Kennedy Center, did commercials, etc., etc. Then I got my great big opportunity. Another World. Ever heard of Another World? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Another World, NBC. I was contracted by NBC Procter & Gamble for 10 years. The first. It's okay to be the first. I kind of don't like saying the first now, because by this time now, in 2011, we shouldn't be the first. But then I was the first. I was one of the first black actresses to be contracted by NBC on Another World. And they did the best they could with what they had, which was insufficient. Because that was the time when you saw a black on a television show, you'd say, "Ma, come quick, there's a black girl on TV." And by the time she got there, bam, gone. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Don't look at me like you don't know what I'm talking about, y'all. You do know what I'm talking about, don't you? So, they did the best they could with what they had, which was insufficient. When it came to makeup, there was a void in the market. And that was the genesis of Vera Moore Cosmetics. There was a void, and that's what you do when you're going to be an entrepreneur. You find the void. So we tapped into that void for cosmetics and skincare. And I also did something that many companies didn't do. And it took a while, because I didn't advocate just putting on powder and paint. I advocated clean up versus cover up. Because you know, you go to the store and they just say, "Oh girl, that's a mole." And I say, "No darling, that is not a mole, it's a blackhead. You need to buy a scrub and leave the lipstick alone." So it took a long time. So we taught and we trained. And that's why, no, it's funny, but it's true. And that's why we had a loyal following. And we grew our brand. Then we had an opportunity to go into Green Acres Mall. Risk and reward. Now the risk was, I was one of the first blacks in the history of Green Acres Mall, in 50-year history, to integrate Green Acres Mall. Anybody here Green Acres Mall? Yeah. Valley Stream? Yeah. Long Island? We were the first black tenant in the history of Green Acres Mall. Was it easy? Absolutely not. It took me 3 years to get into that mall. I had to mortgage my home because I couldn't get any money. You hear me, potential entrepreneurs? Not trying to dissuade you, but just letting you know the facts. I'm here to tell you the real deal. Had to mortgage my home, had to pay it back in 7 years, and I did, and I was never late. But the issue was, when I went to get into Green Acres Mall, I was supposed to be put on the first floor. Something happened in whatever. They put me on the second floor in the food court. French fries and lipstick. Not a perfect match, was it? Did I stay? Hello, did I stay, or did I say, "I'm not going to be here"? Did I stay? Yes. Absolutely, I had my foot in the door. I would have stayed if they had put me on the roof. It was an opportunity to be in Green Acres Mall, and they kept me up there for 10 years. It was no bigger than, what, a booth, 10 by 12. So what did we do? We turned lemons into lemonade. We mirrored the place. It was gorgeous. And we stayed there for 10 years. 10 years after that, they put me downstairs on the first floor in Green Acres Mall, and I stayed in Green Acres Mall for 20 years downstairs. We were in Green Acres Mall for 30 years. Risk and reward.